Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. How y'all doing? Welcome to me and Banjo's tarot card video. Uh, it's about 5:30 p.m. here in San Antonio, Texas. Kind of a late tarot card reading, our weekly tarot card readings today. My apologies if that's not conducive or convenient to your schedule. Um, but anyway, tarot card puppy Banjo's here. He's got his peanut butter, he's got his water, he's got his toys, he's all ready to go. And as for our vibes today, in my room again, I was getting a little like, I kind of want to do my tarot card video somewhere else, but this is where we got. So at my desk, I got all the usual here, except today I have this, I think it's petrified wood. I got it as part of the rodeo, San Antonio exhibit. It was like a geode exhibit at is the Freeman Coliseum? Something like that. And they gave away a free geode. And so I got this petrified wood, which is actually a rock. And this is our lighting today. But anyway, it's just a brown rock. Yeah. But other than that, got malachite, you got tiger's eye, got the plum jasper, and then this white one. I guess, okay. It's just this white one over here. If y'all know the name of this stone, let me know. Of course I could just Google it. But anyway, so I thought, maybe we can't switch up our tarot card ambiance. Maybe what we can switch up for a little bit of variety is the deck. So I decided to do the cat tarot deck today. Even though I stepped on the box, it's a bit broken. I was upset when that happened. But if you're wondering, it's Three of Swords on the front, even though it's a little bit different on the card, but it's a Three of Swords cat. And here's the back. What is it? Chariot, Hanged Man, Empress, and the Magician. And this Chronicle books is like, I see that almost like in a lot of places. So today we'll be doing tarot card, cat tarot card reading. Of course I got my sketchbook, my pencil sharpened. I got my makeup here to show y'all. I just wanted to show y'all this candle that I got. But I'm not going to show y'all up close because it looks a little bit better than this one I got it. It's like for protection. I got it at a really cool place. It's like Botanical Phoenix, and there's some stuff there that's a little bit expensive, but like not even. And they have like a variety, like a lot of stuff there. I say expensive. It's probably because I had like $5 on me. Now I think about it, I don't think very much there was expensive at all. But it's a cool shop off of San Pedro, here in San Antonio, Texas. So if you happen to be driving by, I recommend stopping there. So anyway, I have this candle. It's for protection, and then I was like, well, maybe you can just still have the protection, and you don't need to light the candle. What do y'all think about that? But I didn't want to light it because it was just like really pretty, glitter everywhere. I stuck it in my drawer, this drawer right over here. So I think I might just light it what do you call it? In fact, I think that's where I got this from. Here. I got it in a little bag. guess I don't have it. Ah, here it is. Here's the star bag. I have this key is to the grandfather clock that I have in my room right now. And 2 of my little necklace charms. But anyway, isn't this such a nice bag? So I think this one is probably that's not a smoky quartz. Carnelian? What do y'all think? Anyway, it's one of those. So I definitely recommend that little shop. It has all different kinds of stuff like that in there. And it has a cool name, Botanical Phoenix. So anyway, what else? Oh, I've got a lot of shells over here too. I have like a sand dollar of this. You just can't really see them. But anyway, I wanted to show y'all. I mean, I guess you can't really tell my makeup again. Darn. I just wanted to show y'all, maybe if you can tell, but it kind of looks like it's not the best shot for makeup. I kind of look like the cat burglar or something with my glitter. And pink and red with eyes. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. I did not put the lid on correct all the way. But anyway, I love this glitter. It's this store called Miss A's. It's called Starlight. And here's the color. Can you see? It's such a nice color. And when it's like not dried out and new, it's really easy to work with. Sometimes it might get a little dried out, and it's a little bit harder to work with. The glitter just kind of falls off, but I really like it. I think it's worth $1.30. No shade or anything like that. Anyway, and this is my eyeshadow. I got this color, and then this color as an outline. Okay, so I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee. 1 second. Oh, and I'm also wearing this Hello Halo Wet n Wild. I think that's the maybe Goddess Glow. Looks like maybe it was 3092. I don't know. As my blush, and just a little bit right here. So anyway, I'm gonna just put that aside a little bit. Hopefully I don't drop any more makeup. Y'all are at an angle, and while it might not be the most flattering angle, I feel like maybe you'll be able to see the parts. So, alright, y'all ready to begin? It's been 10 minutes. Let's go. I might put the cat terror in front of the puppy and the bunny. Okay. And as usual, I might refer to the book. There's a little book. Every single cat or every single tarot deck has a book with it, which I'm very glad about. Okay, so what should we do today? I'm thinking maybe the horseshoe, Since the horseshoe is in this deck, I think this deck has this book. It has the Celtic cross. It has the horseshoe, also known as the cat stretch. Oh, it has the mandala. 9 cards, and it looks like that. Also known as the belly rub. The tree of life. I remember trying it, and it's kind of a bit difficult. But I mean, if you've mastered the Celtic cross, then I'm sure it's probably not that difficult if you're a tarot card reader. Okay, so yeah, I think I'll just go with the tried and true, the horseshoe, also known as the cat stretch. One more thing that I wanted to mention was my t-shirt I got from the San Antonio Zoo. I think I told you I was going to wear it in a tarot card video, and I didn't end up doing that, so I'm wearing it in this tarot card video. That's kind of a long introduction, but here we are. If you hear something, that's Banjo. He has his peanut butter. So I hope you don't get distracted about tarot card puppy Banjo over there. Okay, I feel like I didn't shuffle very well. And I just realized that my glitter matches my deck today. Anyway, go ahead and do one more shuffle. And see what we got going on. So for the cat stretch, also known as the horseshoe, is a bit different because you deal the cards out from the future and then to the past. Most spreads you go from the past and then you go to the future. But that's another reason why I like this deck, this spread. Okay, so I think I'm gonna flip a card over to do like kind of like an overall kind of thing, but I think I'm gonna do that at the end. Okay, y'all ready to begin? I'm ready. All right. So in the past we have the Queen of Cups. This is just great. Emotional maturity. Very interesting. I think that there's not a lot of color. The color tone is a bit, I don't want to say subdued, but as far as the use of color, you see we've got a black cat, we've got a brown table, brown wall, and really the only other color that we see is this red on the teacups and teapot. So I think that's interesting as far as emotions go, and as far as it being the Queen of Cups. So maybe in our past we've been, or there's been an influence of emotional maturity, and with the colors being said, maybe not so much overbearing. This is kind of like a invitation only. The Queen of Cups isn't going to be intruding in your life unannounced and uninvited. So we have that kind of energy in the past. which is great. Uh-oh. So presently we have the strength card reversed. How cute is this little strength card? He's a little hunter that got his prey. Our first major arcana deck card. In the Cat Tarot deck, there are no elements with the major arcana deck cards. Oh my gosh, there's two little birds outside. Let's see if I can see them. Can you be? What y'all doing? Okay, we have a good look from the nature out there. So anyway, we have this reverse tarot, reverse strength card. In the Crow Tarot, I think the strength card is the fire element. But like I was saying, in the Cat Tarot, the major arcana deck cards, they don't have elements with them. So the reverse strength presently is interesting. My family's, my mom and my sister Tracy right now are decorating for Halloween. So my apologies if you hear some stuff going on. Everything's fine. We're just decorating for Halloween. Anyway, and watching Hocus Pocus. Hocus Pocus is on TV right now. On our TV with an app, I think. Anyway, time to stay focused. Speaking of which, so I have this reverse strength card, obviously upright. This seems like you got this little infinity symbol on the little cat's collar there, and he's got a lot to say. So reversed, I was gonna wait until to look at the book until after I read the cards, but here we are at the strength card reversed, and I want to look at what it says. Very interesting. It's a reminder. Reversed is a reminder to draw on the strengths that you may have forgotten that you have, which is very interesting considering our past card is the Queen of Cups. So, unlike the Crow Tarot deck, this reversed strength card in Cat Tarot is very encouraging. I would say getting out of our comfort zones, but that's a little bit more of the Hermit. And obviously with this strength, maybe it's a little bit instinctual as far as muscle memory, I guess, so to speak. There's not this kind of barrier considering the strengths that we once have and I guess still do. So far so good, right? All right, let's go. We have the hidden influence today being the reverse Six of Swords. I love this card. I just think it's so funny and appropriate for a cat, and I think even probably more appropriate considering my mom's new puppy, Gypsy. I put a little bit of a different meaning to this card, and maybe that's in the book's description. Upright, this card is about, the Six of Swords is about the things that we've done, like scratch up a couch or a floor, something like that. And contemplating about it. But I kind of see this as something good. I see this from the cat's perspective and not so much the owner of the couch's perspective. So this card is basically swords. The cat has his eyes closed, and so I always kind of like to consider that as a bit of faith and stuff like that, and it being our hidden influence today, I think is appropriate. It might be thanks to our past, the Queen of Cups. We have this little cat's eyes closed in our hidden for our hidden influence today. I'm going to refer to the book again. Just see if I'm inspired by the description and stuff like that. Let's see here. Oh, it's talking about feeling a little low.
No.
No, one second. Everybody, here's our Six of Swords today. This is Gypsy. Isn't she so cute? Anyway, one second. Okay, sorry about that. This video, it feels like it's being a little bit, not the most smooth flowing tarot card video, but that's okay. So yeah, we got our hidden influence. The Six of Swords talks about feeling a little low, but I don't know, I just always like this card. Kind of making waves, this little cat is. So this reversed Six of Swords is about contemplating our part in the circumstances in which we find ourselves. So that's the hidden influence. So that's very interesting. Okay, so let's see our obstacle today. Our obstacle today is the reversed Five of Swords. We got a lot of sword energy, air energy today. That's very interesting. This reversed Five of Swords is about, one second. Okay, sorry about that. This reversed Five of Swords cautions against which fights and battles we choose to participate in, and especially in the scope of losing friends. Sometimes we win a battle, but we lose a friendship. And so that's the obstacle today, which I think is very interesting. Especially considering our present reversed Strength card. When you think of friendships, obviously, you think of like the Strength card and stuff like that. So this is very interesting what we have going on here. And this is the only one with the cat has the eyes open for now in today's tarot card spread, which I think is very interesting. I say that because of mainly because of symbolism, not necessarily you know, the eyes personify this, the ears personify this, you know, stuff like that. So I think it's very interesting for our obstacle today is the first card that we get where we see the eyes of the cat. So that's very interesting. What do y'all think about that? I'm gonna have to contemplate a little bit more on that as your tarot card reader today. So our outside influence is the reversed Page of Pentacles. Y'all know how I feel about the pages, especially in the Cat Tarot deck. Unfortunately, we have this outside influence of a reversed Page of Pentacles. Um, um, we'll just say, so this reverse Page of Pentacles is about an unwillingness to learn, lack of ambition, and that hard work, diligence, and all of that stuff is what it takes to have a victory. Victories don't just fall on your lap, which I think is very interesting, considering this upright. This Page of Pentacles is all about the light and sight and stuff like that. This cat gets to see who it is, see who they are, with the help of this sun catcher in the window, all the lights of the sun catcher. So this is very much about, again, eyes and sight and stuff like that. So this is very interesting here. I think that we have a bit of I don't want to say reluctance, but there might be something that happened in the past that we thought was maybe there was closure there, maybe thanks to certain elements and certain people, and not thanks to certain elements and people, right? So I'm thinking maybe that we're going to have to deal with something with our past, even though we may have thought that that chapter was done. And maybe the expression of life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. Might be an inappropriate kind of motivator with this tarot card spread we have today. And again, I really like this Six of Swords, whether it's upright or reversed. My personal definitions for that Six of Swords is a little bit or a lot bit more lighthearted than the description in the book. So again, the perspective of the cat, I think maybe seeing our part, and I don't mean that in a people have to take responsibilities for a situation or experience. I just mean because that's an added responsibility. Like you're putting the responsibility of seeing who takes what responsibility, when that should just be something that happens naturally. Usually, I'm not saying all the time, but as far as this tarot card spread goes. It's a gypsy, she's trying to get him. It kind of seems like that's what's going on here. We may find ourselves in a situation that's unpleasant, but as far as our hidden influence here, I think it's very positive. Again, the swords are intelligence, communication, logic, and reason, and all that. Today our Five of Swords and our Page of Pentacles seem to be a bit adversarial. In today's tarot card reading, in my opinion, I think this reversed Five of Swords about losing friendships, and I would with this our past and our present today, I would go so far as to say losing the battle or winning the battle, but losing a friendship is they might be confused about that. It might be they think they're gaining a friendship and winning the battle, because like as far as the eyes go and stuff like that. And also next to this outside influence, the next we get this outside influence of the Page of Pentacles, which is all about shortcuts. So I'm not sure what went on in the past, but we have a very strong past. And whatever might be having to be, for lack of a better word, relitigated. That's what's happening, I think. That's what's going to happen. That's what these cards are saying. And that with this hidden Six of Swords, we might have, and of course our present strength, we might have a bit more power. We might have a little less perceived vulnerability. Which seems to be able to fight and combat this Five of Swords, reverse Five of Swords energy of discord, of disharmony, of maybe misjudgment, right? Kind of a reversed sword. It could also indicate a lack of intellect and logic and reason and communication, which is very interesting. Again, with our past and present cards that we have, it seems like we have the tools to be able to deal with all of that right here. Okay, so our advice and solution today is the Seven of Cups. We love the Seven of Cups. It's a very philosophical card. We've got the fish in the background, taking a deep dive into our soul. So our advice and solution is very interesting, especially considering this whole seen and unseen, eyes closed being kind of faith-based, and eyes open not, right? In today's tarot card reading. So I would say, again, we've got a really good spread because this is a really great card. I love this card. Taking a deep dive into our souls with the fish in the background. Can you see? And of course with any kind of philosophy, and I guess maybe science and probably other fields of study too. There's a lot of questions. And so this is what this cat has all of these food dishes here to contemplate about. So I think if you have a specific question, the books, the description in the book says upright. The question or the answer to that question is yes, and when it's reversed, the answer to that question is no. In case you're wondering, that's the definitions in the book. But as the yes and no question aside, our advice card today is the Seven of Cups, which is again really interesting considering our Queen of Cups past. So taking a deep dive into our souls, obviously considering our past, present, and hidden influence today, this should again not be a problem at all. A welcomed challenge, advice and solution. So this is just a great card to get. I think this is a lucky card. And also this, you have the cat and you have the fish. Obviously those are usually, what do you call it? They're like foes. Opposites and stuff like that, but I think as far as like philosophical deep diving, I think it's very interesting to have that combination. And so our outcome, oh my gosh, is the Tower. Well, this seems really great. As far as relitigating, having to resurface things from the past that maybe we thought we closed the door on. The chapter of our life book that chapter's over, gone, done with, closure, closure with non-closure, so on and so forth. For some reason seems to be creeping up on us over here with this Five of Swords and Page of Cups here. So as far as getting to the root of the problem, this is a great card to get for the future and outcome, especially if we're prepared and taking a deep dive into our souls and stuff like that. The Tower card is a major arcana deck card, and I think in the Crow Tarot is fire. But this represents sudden change. And I think in this deck, this upright says these two cats are jumping because they're scared of the thunder, the storm outside. But if you jump, you're humbled or something like that. Again, kind of a very philosophical card we have here. I'm going to read the description to y'all because if I remember correctly, I like it. It says, falling down you are humbled, but what if you leap? Which is very interesting because this is about